Hey love, so welcome to the part 2 of this video. This is the cutting and sewing part for this beautiful dress. So if you want to learn how we achieve this style, please keep on watching and don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel. Here as you can see, I've proceeded to cut out the front part and I added extra width to the shoulder because I wanted mine to be longer. So if you don't want yours to be longer, you can just keep this process. And I also added allowance at the bottom for joining. So this is how it is going to look when we open this up. Can you see? Remember we have an overlap at the front and that is the reason we added that allowance. So now it's coming up. This is how it is going to look and I don't want my cleavage to show. That is why I use the exact measurement. So we are going to gather this upper part to the lower part. So now I'm going to proceed to cut the back piece. So for the back piece, I am going to fold in this pattern paper just like I told you guys in the first part so that I'll be able to use this pattern for both front and back. So I'm going to fold in the necessary folding and I'm going to place it on my fabric. This fabric is on fold because I'm cutting the two parts together. Remember I added extra width to the normal one that I have. That is why you are seeing this allowance. So when I shift it like this, you are going to see what I added because I wanted mine to be longer. So this is totally optional. So once I'm done with that, I'll also cut off the back neckline, just the way you see me doing. Once I'm done cutting, I'll set it aside and work on the lower part. So for the lower part, I'm just going to fold my fabric into two. I'm cutting the front part of this lower part. So I'm folding in the zipper allowance. So after folding it like this, I'm just going to go ahead and cut. This is for the front part. So guys, I cut out two pieces because I'm using this for my lining as well. So for the back piece, I did another adjustment. So on my waistline, I went up by half inch and came down by half inch and then I connected it as a dart. This is because the back is always longer. So with this, the front and the back is going to be the same. So if you're not using the same pattern for both the front and the back, you can go ahead and close this up with your gum or sellotape. It's because I want to use this pattern again that I just folded it like this. So once I fold it like this, I'll just place it on my fabric and then I'll proceed to cut out. I'm also going to cut the lining piece with this same fabric. So if you're using another fabric for your lining, you can go ahead and do that now. So here we are done cutting the upper and the lower part. So this is the back piece. I'm going to set that aside and then we are going to work on this upper part. This is the front piece. This is the front part of the second part, if you guys understand what I mean. And we have our lining piece, so there are two. And then this is the back piece of the second part. And I have my lining piece as well, so it's double. So now we are going to work on the front neckline. So for the front neckline, we are going to pipe it. It's going to be an overlap, like I said earlier. So we are going to pipe the necklines. So I'm going to use this piece of fabric that I cut out in a bias form to fold it in. So when I sew, I'm going to fold it to the other side and then I'm going to sew. So now after sewing this, I am going to join it together at the bottom, just the way you see me illustrating. And then I'll come back and show you guys. So for the back piece, we are going to do the same thing. As you can see, this is not overlapping. So I'm going to use my bias to turn it over. I'm going to use my bias to pipe it. And after doing that, I'll come and show you guys. So this is how it looks. I've gone ahead to pipe it and then I've joined it at the bottom like this in an overlap form. So this is the front part. So can you see how it is looking? So this is how yours is supposed to be looking at this point. Then for the lower part, I added gum stay to it. This is totally optional. I added gum stay to add a bit more of structure to that point. So I'm going to gather this first part to this second part. That is the next step. I'm going to gather it. I use my hand to gather it manually. You can use your thread and gather it anyhow you like, as long as we get the same result. So I'm going to go over to my sewing machine now and I'm going to gather it. So this is the back piece. You can see I've already piped the neckline as well, and this is how it is looking. So I'm also going to gather this on the lower part. Remember that we have a zipper allowance, so just minus the zipper allowance and start after the zipper allowance to gather. So after the zipper allowance, I'm going to gather it on my machine. I'm going to be gathering it as I sew. So that is all for this. I'll go back to my sewing machine now to do that. So this is how it is looking. I've gone ahead to gather this, and this is how beautiful it is looking. Yours is supposed to be looking like this as well. So now we have this upper part and the lower part joined together. So this is how the back is looking. So now I'm going to use my lining to turn this over, so we have a neat finish. So remember the lining that we cut out before. I'm going to place it exactly where you see me placing mine now. I'm going to place it there, then go over to my sewing machine and stitch. After stitching, I will then cover it, like turn it over, and we are going to have a neat finish in there. So that is very, very simple. And then I'll close the edges all round. So this is what we are going to do next. For the back piece, I've gone ahead to gather it as well, and this is how it is looking. So if I turn it over, this is how it is looking on the inside. So now I'm going to get my lining piece, and then I'm going to also attach it to this. So I'm just going to place it like this, and I'm right sides facing each other, and then I'm going to stitch. After stitching, I'll close it back and sew round the edge, just the way you see me illustrating. So here I've gone ahead to attach our lining piece, and can you see how beautiful it is looking? It's giving this a very finished look. If you're into ready to wear, this is the best option for you. So this is the back piece, and I've gone ahead to do that as well. Can you see how beautiful this is looking? So the next step now is to join the front and the back piece together. But before we do that, I want you guys to pay attention. So before you join the front and the back piece together, you're going to hem the base of this sleeve opening, just the way you see me illustrating. You're going to hem the base before joining it at the shoulder. Hem the base first. So after hemming the base, we are going to come to the shoulder. This is 1.5 inches. Remember the allowance that we left earlier for our drawstring, 1.5 inches. So we'll go over to my sewing machine and sew 1.5 inches. For my drawstring casing, this is the rope I'm going to be using. So I think this is about 2 inches in width. I just eyeballed it. So just make sure that you cut yours accordingly. And then I cut two because we're going to be using it for the both sleeves. And the length is about 60 inches. And this is just totally optional. If you want yours to be very, very long, you can cut as long as you want. If you want yours shorter, you can cut as long as you want. So I'll go back to my sewing machine now to work on this. So I want to give you guys a tip. If you are sewing this drawstring casing and you don't want your dress to be falling off on the shoulder, if the allowance you left is 1.5 inches, when you are sewing it in, please sew in 2 inches. If the allowance you left is 1 inches, when you are sewing in, sew in 1.5 inches. So this, after doing this, it is not going to be falling off your shoulder. So this is how I am joining it. As you can see, you guys know how to join this. So just fold it in and join. So here, this is how it's looking. I've added my drawstring to one part of the sleeve, and this is how beautiful it is looking. You can see that our dress is coming up. So for this second part, we are going to be doing it together, so you guys will see how I joined it. So I'm going to get my drawstring, and I'm just going to use my safety pin and put it inside. So just get your safety pin and put it inside. Some people might decide to add to one part and stitch, but me, I'm using one single rope for mine. So I'm going to put it inside just the way you see me doing, and then when I bring it out to the other side, I'll continue putting it inside again. So I'm going to adjust it at the end when I'm done. This is how I like to do mine. So just go ahead and do it like that. So once I'm done, I'm just going to make them equal, and this is our drawstring. So now the next step is to measure the full length of this dress. So at this point, you are going to determine the full length of your dress. Mine is 38 inches. So I'm going to measure this first part, and I'm going to measure the shorter part, not the longer part. So I'm going to place my tape at the shoulder line, and then I'm going to measure all the way to this shorter part. Anything I get there, I am going to minus it from the full length. So since my full length is 38 inches and I got 16.5 inches, I'm going to minus 16.5 inches from 38 inches. The rest is going to be what I will gather on the lower part. Have here is 20 inches. This is just the remaining fabric that I have. So for the width of these gathers, what I'm going to use to gather the lower part, the width is 2.5 inches. So the front is 2.5 inches, the back is 2.5 inches. So that's what I'm going to be using to gather. You can decide to measure what you have around your waist and then multiply by 3. But I'm just using the rest of the material that I have and I want this to be very, very much. So I'm just going to gather the 2.5 inches on it. For the back piece, all I did was divide the fabric into two and share accordingly. So I'll go over to my sewing machine now to gather this. As you can see, I've joined everything together. I've gathered the front and the back, and this is how beautiful it is looking. So we're coming to the end of this tutorial. All we need to do is to sew the sides by the sewing allowance that we left and join our zipper. So I lost a clip of where I completed everything, but there's nothing to worry about. Honestly, just join the sides and add your zipper and your dress is ready. If you follow this tutorial very well, you are going to make a very beautiful dress for yourself. So guys, if you watched this point, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate. If you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be the first to know. So if you find anything confusing, don't forget to comment and I'm going to respond to you. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.